Hey everybody, HarlequinCoHO here again, and I have another humongous 3v3 game for you. And a lot of people like seeing these big old team games, so I thought I'd check this out. And before this gets started, once again, I'll just go over the players because we've seen some of these names before. Most of the reason why I took a look at this. So in the upper left-hand corner, playing for the Allies as an armor commander, we have GiannisGR. Now, he was in our last game. I incorrectly pronounced his name as Giannis. He is currently number 2 ranked armor commander. And we'll take a look at the rest of the people on his team. We have QQ, who is going to be the infantry commander in this group. He is currently ranked number 62, 3 versus 3. And then we have Hush here, who is another armor player. He was also featured in the recent 4 versus 4 game. He's currently ranked number 6 on the 3v3 ladder. So 2, 6, and 62. So a pretty nice spread there. And for the Axis players, let me go ahead and jump down here to Makaay's point of view. We saw this, again, this is sort of a rematch between partial teams here. Makaay is currently ranked 27th. He is our terror commander. His ally over here is going to be Sweeb. I still think I'm pronouncing that name wrong, but he's ranked 36th on the 3v3 ladder. And again, we have Zverse over here, who is 34 on the 3v3 ladder. So, and Verse, by the way, is a defense commander, Blitzkrieg commander, terror. So we've got one of each for the Axis players, and we've got double armor infantry for the Allies. I'm going to go ahead and get this game started and just take the point of view of GiannisGR and just see what happens here. So, really fun game. Big old tons of action going on here. Hard to keep track of it all, so I'm just going to kind of go with the flow as we get this going on. So, let's see, right off the bat, we've got QQ building a bunker. I love this barracks position, by the way. I called that a bunker. I meant barracks. Just towing the line. You can pretty much stick it halfway across. Makes for easy reinforcements and that sort of thing. Pretty cool. I like doing that. Worth noting here is that Hush just took off with his first engineer and is running straight for the center. Likely going to build something with his next set. Both bunkers getting done. Going for a Jeep first here, and let's take a look at QQ. I don't want to jump around too much just to keep the colors the same. And QQ is also getting a Jeep first. And we've got the elite engineers here. These guys are beautiful. This is a very rare drop-only item. They have 2 Browning automatic rifles, and they have elite armor and just a bunch of other little cool abilities like that. Swapping back to Giannis's point of view so the colors stay about the same. Let's take a look at our Axis commander friends here and see what they're up to. Looks like both Sweeb and Makaay getting their Wehrmacht quarters right on time. Verse as well, and all of them are just kind of towing the line with their base here. So we've got Kotzenmeyer's Volksgrenadiers popping out there, Bargain Volksgrenadiers, and Makaay's making something here, but we'll take a look and see. He started off with the Burgers Panzer Pioneers, who have one of my favorite gentlemen. This here is going to be Panzer Schreck Johann, the Panzer Schreck wielding member of the trio. We'll see that these very first engineers from Hush are capping the center and now being backed up by double Jeeps here. So GiannisGR and QQ here are just kind of running around just doing some damage. Now, it's important to note the control of fuel on this map is very picky, and a lot of fighting going on. Let me pause it for a sec just to give the overview once again of this for people who are not familiar with it. Each team has got their own fuel basically on this side of the map. Just kind of 2 over here on the left and 2 over here on the right. And then there are these long channels of fuel kind of going down the middle, some on the left, some on the right. And for these big games, it's it's like the highest importance to get control over those for late game fuel, for armor and all that kind of stuff. So kind of the name of the game early on is to take advantage of that fuel. And you'll note, just look at all this firefighting going on here. Look at the colors in the minimap. Everybody's in the middle right now. Just take a look at the minimap. You'll see basically nobody went left, nobody went right. Check out even early armor bounty going on here for Giannis. He's just taking advantage of that with this early Jeep. I don't rarely see that. It's only a tiny advantage, but you do have, the chance to make a little bit of money and a little bit of fuel, so that's kind of cool. And he gets a little boost to damage and attack speed whenever he gets a kill with armor bounty up. So that's cool. I like that. It looks like Panzer Schreck Johann here is kind of moving in for the kill. Another good reason to get an early Burgers Panzer Pioneers is because they do have that Panzer Schreck. And meanwhile, this Assault Jeep is just cruising around. Assault Jeep has a bunch of abilities at level 5. Most notably, it can capture points. Here we have a level 3 Assault Jeep as well. Still getting leveled clearly, but that's cool. And now we have just a little bit of light capping going on. And frankly, if you're going to send one squad of engineers to take over something, I can't think of a better squad than the elite engineers. These guys are real badasses. So they're just kind of, you know, holding on to the right, just lightly holding on to it, and just barely sending out some more Fatherland HMG team coming out. Look how fast these guys move in friendly territory, by the way. I know, I'm missing action. There's action everywhere. Close combat Volk Grenadiers out for Makaay. I believe we saw this in his 4 versus 4 game. He opened right away with close combat Volks and just kind of dealt with their extra production time. And now they're on the field putting some serious pressure out there. Lots of Volks all over the place. And we got machine gunners. Sorry, we got these Jeeps here doing their thing. Oh, and look at that! Panzerschreck Johann getting the long-range kill on the Jeep. This Jeep doing its thing. Only getting a single kill so far. Damaged engine. Oh my god, having to back away. Oh, and one more shot. Look at that. Oh, Panzerschreck Johann. Look at that. Just running away. He's awesome. So anyhow, we got a little bit of sniping going on here. I failed to point out that Hush Hush went for a weapon support center. And now he's, you know, just kind of doing his thing with that. It looks like the sniper is taken off. Meanwhile, QQ Sass is here. Unfortunately, still standing in this circle of propaganda. He's got to get out of that. But meanwhile, it looks like also got some more buffs going on here. Close combat Volksgrenadiers getting out of the way. Let's just take a look, trying to keep track of all of this massive fighting going on. Oh, hand grenade goes off, does no damage. Note this very forward Fatherland HMG team, and it's really good. And here we have another Fatherland HMG team, so Fatherland's all over the place. Really good idea to take center control on this map. There is so much fuel in the center. Just look around, look what's close to this center here in terms of fuel. Fuel everywhere. So the more control you have over this area, it's just fuel, 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 fuel. You can see these close combat folks are moving all the way up here, capping that fuel, and dominant center position here for the Axis now. They're really just kind of fighting it out, but doing some serious damage here. The Allies are having a hard time dealing with it, but more importantly, they have lots of staggered reinforcements here. Just tons of, you know, Katzenmeyer's Volks, just lots of cool abilities going on. Looks like Wilson's Riflemen are on the scene now. Fatherland HMG team right above. And Wilson's throwing a grenade, and Katzenmeyer is very quick to move. Absolutely no damage from that whatsoever. Bazooka Joe here taking a shot or two, just doing his thing. He always has a hard time versus infantry, poor guy. Oh, moving away and just full-on retreat now, being backed up here by double Katzenmeyers. We'll take a look. Looks like the sniper is on the field here. He's going to be doing his thing. It's a little survival sniper here by Hush Hush. It's a great unit, you know, does its thing. Is he going to get a kill? Oh, he gets one more shot, and now is he going to have to retreat here? Yes, he does, and he is retreating. I see a mortar shot landing here, telling me there's probably a mortar somewhere around here that I haven't quite noticed. Here we have Destructive Mortar Team from Hush Hush. Really good mortar team to use in big team games. If you're not aware of that, at level 5, they can do it early on as well, but at level 5 they have a fully upgraded artillery strike that you can call down for like 130 munitions, and even calling it a motorcycle. So Verse here is really really on the ball, making sure he's got counters here to these you know, weapon support center units that are out on the field. You'll notice his bike does have 15% increased damage and 40% increased detection radius, so super duper anti-sniper vehicle there. Meanwhile, gonna have to back on out. Looks like the machine gun's getting set up, everybody's moving back. And just a little bit of capping going on here on the right. You'll notice that these poor elite engineers are totally stuck out here. I think these guys painted themselves into a corner. Maybe they were trying to barbed wire all this off and forgot. The rest of the lead engineers just making a single bunker right there just to hold on to it. But they're an island now, completely disconnected and surrounded by enemies. So that's not looking so good. I do like this, though. Check that out on the minimap. Taking this one spot will deny a fuel point for the Axis, so looks like Giannis still being annoying with his assault jeep. That's always good. Check out these special operations pioneers as well, just sprinting around cloaked. They can capture while cloaked. Really awesome little engineer unit there for just kind of back capping stuff. Fatherland HMG team. We've got just regular old field pioneers here. Those are level 5. They can make crippling traps and build things fast. All sorts of little abilities like that. But Fatherland HMG team is really just being like the anchor point for most of these forward pushes. We'll see. This is very common here. People often fight over trying to get a forward barracks up here. I think it looks like Hush Hush maybe again was trying to barricade this off originally just to kind of keep people from flooding through, but they lost that initiative. Oh, the Fatherland HMG team in the forward barracks here, looking really tough. We can see that these Gladiator Riflemen here by Giannis are all fired up here, and they're charging on through, but they're just taking so much damage. Oh my god, there's no, oh no, run away, run away. Looks like the other Fatherland HMG team looking around. I thought maybe they were going to try and get a sticky on that motorcycle or something, but that didn't quite work out. And check out how annoying this assault jeep is being. It just did the same trick over here on the right, capping this position here, just kind of disconnecting the territory a little bit. But frankly, they're so big right now in terms of map control that Makaay and his allies have no problem dealing with this single jeep. You can see already accomplished Puma out. Looks like Makaay and Sweeb both went for... sorry, yeah, here's Makaay's Sturm Armory. Here's Sweeb getting up the Panzer Command, and then Verse here got the extra Sturm Armory up there. So both of them just kind of going for quick-looking Pumas here now, putting pressure on everything. Look at this, shooting away the tank traps. Again, he tried his best to kind of hold in here with just one unit, but frankly, so many units were needed in the center that we never really got to see anything come of that. So a bunch of wounded guys here, most likely resupplying. Capping forward. Notice all this tough forward fuel control here. Sniper just trying his best. Machine gun nest set up, and look at this. I had to just kind of look kind of close the first time I saw that. Oh, there we go. You can see there's a little medic station tucked right away behind that building there. I really like that. Let's see, destructive mortar team doing its thing, kind of firing back here at the machine gunners and all that. Boom. And big push coming up here right now from Makaay. He's got all of his hero Volksgrenadiers. He's got his close combat Volks, and I think they were bargain Volks. Nope, Katzenmeyer's Volks, as well as his Berger's Panzer Pioneers. So they're all moving in. Boom! Finding the landmines, though. Really not taking any damage, though, so that's not too bad. And putting even more pressure on this fuel point. I love how they've just completely ignored this. Makaay now really pumping out from his Sturm Armory. Got his accomplished Puma and his accomplished Stug. Pretty much his entire army is right here on this side of the map. We'll focus back here. It looks like Sweeb is just kind of chilling along with a couple of Versus units. Meanwhile, the two of them are also kind of fighting over here. So it looks like mostly Giannis and QQ Sass are pushing on hard on the left now. We've got Jeep, bunch of infantry, bunch of flame engineers, that sort of thing. So this is the first real unified attack we've seen on the left, and just light amounts of stuff left in the middle kind of to defend. So they're extremely weak in the right-hand flank and in the center of the map right now, and kind of putting an all-in push here onto the left. But unfortunately, this far back Fatherland HMD team is just going to keep all those guys away. Plus, with this accomplished Puma in the field, they got nothing. There's really nothing for them to do at this point. Lots of infantry. This is just dominating presence here. Just look at how effective this is when everybody gets just all of their hero units out, a couple of Pumas, and just does all of the right things. You'll notice now, this is kind of cool. I like the way that this interplays here, is that it looks like Sweeb got his, he is actually making Panzers, but he got a Panzer command up, and then just started pumping out Knight's Cross here from the center. And we'll see a little bit more of that from him, but it looks like he's going to be putting a lot of pressure on infantry and that sort of thing. So Katzenmeyer's Volks are here. Nice damaged, ouch. That was a wonderful shot, by the way. You'll see here that this heavy machine gun team basically was using armor-piercing rounds, pouring shots into this Puma, and unfortunately they all just get